he wouldn't even be able to enjoy his own show. Netflix rolls out audio descriptions for blind superhero series Daredevil after fans petition on behalf of the visually impaired. Until today, Daredevil would not have been able to enjoy his own show. This is the irony Netflix corrected on Tuesday when it began rolling out a new optimization for the visually impaired feature, starting with Marvel's blind superhero. The streaming service introduced the new audio description option for its shows after being petitioned by fans. Netflix's new show Daredevil is about a blind lawyer turned superhero, and it seems unfair that if he were a Netflix subscriber, he wouldn't even be able to enjoy his own show. Petitioner Ryan Dyke wrote on his Change.org appeal. That's because important accessibility features for the blind and visually impaired are missing from Netflix productions. They rely on a visual description option that tells them what is happening on the screen, and Netflix doesn't offer this feature for their original content. He was among the thousands of people who called for such a feature to be introduced, and Netflix listened. On Tuesday, Director of Content Operations Tracy Wright wrote in a blog post that the company would start introducing audio description tracks in select titles beginning today with our new critically acclaimed series, Marvel's Daredevil. Deborah Ann Wall, who plays Karen Page on the show, is one such advocate of support for the visually impaired. Her boyfriend A. Scott suffers from choroideremia, a degenerative retinal disease that eventually causes total blindness. It was intensely interesting to me to have a visually impaired character on television, Wall told the New York Post last week. I think they were underrepresented for sure. Single quote, "We're not meant to pity Daredevil, and we were not ignoring the fact that he is blind either. It is a part of his personality but it don't define him. He is very capable. As the partner to someone who is legally blind, I am invested in seeing that story told in a compassionate but realistic way." Earlier this month Scott turned up to the Daredevil premiere party dressed as Matt Murdock's alter ego. Robert Kingett, a blind journalist who set up the accessible Netflix project, had been hounding the streaming service for months to have the feature implemented and told CNBC that he was very impressed with it. "I have just listened to a sample of the audio, and I am thrilled to see that it is professionally done," he said. The describer is a somber-spoken man that fits seamlessly with the darker tone of the show. The writing style is very well done. It does exactly what audio description is supposed to do in a systematic example of descriptive adjectives. Other Netflix shows such as House of Cards and Orange is the New Black will have the feature implemented in the coming weeks.